Introducing Mr. Joseph Latin. He owned a pest control business and an assisted living facility. He has been in this business for 7 years and he is a six-figure earner. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Joseph Latin.
Awesome.
Things going on in the marketplace. And the greatest piece about that is who I get to introduce to you this evening, because this guy has been around the company since the very beginning, but he's also an entrepreneurial guy. So he's always owned his own business. He's not somebody that worked, for somebody else in a corporate type job. He owned his own businesses. He's going to tell you a little bit about that. But he's also somebody who loves to travel. I mean, I think we all kind of like to travel, but Joseph does it, right? So he really, really gets out there and does the travel thing. He's a great family man. He has great kids and a beautiful wife. He has a lot of similarities in this world as me. And I am so honored that I get to welcome this to the stage tonight, Mr. Consistency, Bronze Direct, Mr. Joseph Latin. The floor is all yours, my friend.
Hey, thank you, Susan. I appreciate the introduction. And yeah, I just got back from magnet shopping down in the Caribbean. It was a lot of fun. So I'm here to share with you guys something that was shared with me a long time ago. Folks, my brother introduced this to me over 9 years ago now. And it's something that for me, for my brother, for a lot of the people around us, this has really been life-changing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and we're going to talk a little bit about gold and silver. Now, if you're new to this, the first question I asked my brother when he shared this with me is, Chris, what do you do with gold and silver? Okay. I knew it had value, but nobody ever talked to me about what the value was or what to do or anything like that. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to build a wealth strategy using gold and silver. And we want to talk about the dollar. Okay. The dollar keeps losing value, the purchasing power. When we go to the store today and we spend $20, we know it doesn't get as much stuff as it could a year ago, or 5 years ago, or 20 years ago. So it's this chart right here, and you see the loss of the purchasing power year after year. And there's an important date on here. 1971, Nixon stopped the convertibility of dollars back to gold. So in essence, what we created there is a fiat currency that's not backed by anything. So as they print more and more dollars, it devalues the dollars that are already in there. And I think we're all familiar with this, right? So the dollar as of today, 2026, has lost 99% of its purchasing power from what it originally started at. But let's look at gold. Okay, here's the chart for gold. Gold's done exactly the opposite of what the dollar's doing. And so, we see it doesn't matter where you go in time, you could buy the same amount of goods with the same amount of gold. And so we're going to talk a little bit about this today. And what we want to do is share the mission of 7K Metals. 7K Metals is founded by a billionaire and three multimillionaires. These guys saw firsthand how the gold and silver industry caters to the wealthy people, and they want to put gold and silver into the hands of the people that need it the most, the people that are struggling day to day to get by, the ones that at the end of the month, they don't have enough paycheck to cover all the bills. So this is what 7K is all about. This is what our mission is right here. Now, we're going to talk about sound money, and this is our fancy term for gold and silver. But this is the secret the wealthy have used for ages to amass wealth, to protect their wealth. The big banks of the world, they've been stockpiling gold and silver at record pace. There's big institutions that are stockpiling gold and silver. Any company that's using silver in production right now is stockpiling as well. So why? Why is it so important to hold gold and silver? Well, when we go back and we match up, let's say go back to 1965, when 1 ounce of silver was equal to $1. Well, today, silver's at $85 or $86 an ounce right now. Okay. And so when we look at what you could buy back in 1965 versus today, you actually buy a whole lot more stuff. So a brand new Mustang in 1965, $2,500, right? Wouldn't it be nice today to be able to buy a brand new Mustang for $2,500? We know that's not the case, but in today's economy, you can actually buy 6 brand new Mustangs for the same amount of silver that could buy one years ago. Okay, and it's the same with gold. The same amount of gold that would buy that new Mustang back in 1965 can now buy 9 brand new Mustangs. Think of it. That's as much you could buy a house for that today, right? So $2,500 in 1965, that money into that gold in today's economy is enough to buy 9 Mustangs or a house, $344,000, and that's valued at 5,000 an ounce, which is right now where silver is at. So, or gold is at. So let's go back only 5 years. If we go back to January 2021, you put $1,000 in the bank. Well, we know we had some high inflation through some of those years, and adjusted for inflation, January 2026, your cash is now worth in purchasing power about $760. But look what happened to your gold and silver. Your gold is worth 3 times that, and your silver is worth over 4 times that amount. Okay, so it's just like having a savings account. You've got a checking account, you got a savings account. We need a gold and silver account that does the same thing. So if it's so smart, why isn't everybody doing it? Well, if you're like me, you didn't know what to do with it, right? You didn't know what to buy or who to buy it from. There's this risk of keeping it in your house as well. And we're going to talk about that in a second. How do you sell it? If you need to sell it, let's say you got to convert your gold back to cash. What's the best way to do that? This is all the kind of stuff they should have taught us in high school or in college, but nobody does. So we don't think it should be so complicated. 7K Metals is a membership that was created to make sound money simple. And we're going to talk about some of the benefits of being a member here with 7K Metals. And the first one is that bank account that actually has physical gold and silver in it. And we call it a Sound Money Wallet. And the Sound Money Wallet is just a simple way that you can convert your cash into gold or silver. And then when you need it, you convert it back. And this is done instantly. I'm going to show you a quick video how this works.
We're now completely revolutionizing the industry and making it so anyone and everyone can seamlessly start buying precious metals. It doesn't matter if you want to start with $100 or even $1. The new technology provided by our partner company Sound Money Wallet will allow you to convert your cash to various asset classes of fractional gold or silver quickly with no games or gimmicks. With Sound Money, you own the metals you buy, but they store them safe and sound. And you'll sleep easy at night knowing that if you ever want your metals, they'll be in the mail at the drop of a hat. Sound Money uses a non-segregated vault at their partner company, VaultMax, to store your precious metal assets, protected by some of the most technologically advanced security out there. You can be sure your metals are safe there. If you want your metal, simply request it. Pay the shipping and insurance and it will be on the way. But what if you need cash? This is the only tool on the market with the power to give you frictionless liquidation with one of the best buyback prices in the industry. Sound Money will make your ownership journey convenient and easy. Be confident that control is back in your hands from start to finish. Let Sound Money Wallet work for you.
So it really is simple. You click a button and you own real physical gold and silver. And it's stored in the 7K vault. It's amazing state-of-the-art storage. It's real physical gold with your name on it, okay? And so at any time, if you need cash, you just click a button, you instantly convert your gold back to cash. Or if you decide you want to hold your metal, you can have it shipped to your house, okay, just by clicking a button. So I love the Sound Money Wallet. It makes it safe and simple for anybody to be able to buy gold and silver. So when we get first dibs on a lot of these collectible coins, now they're going to have stunning designs. They all have great stories with them as well, and they're going to be rare, okay? In the coin grading world, only 5% of the coins minted are going to get the top rating. All right. And the top rating is called MS 70. MS stands for mint state. 70 is the highest grade in the coin grading world. Well, like I said, only 5% of the coins minted will get that top rating. So here at 7K, we get first dibs on these coins with the stunning design, the rarity, the great story. And when you add that to the silver value, you add that collectible art value, it gives us even more value in these collectible coins than we see in the bullion. And I'll give you a couple examples. The first one is this Montana butterfly coin. It's part of a 50-state animal series that 7K did especially for members. And it originally sold for $139 plus shipping. It now has a market value of $1,000. Now, if you get all 50 coins in the set, you've got even more value in your collection. This next coin is a Julius Caesar coin. This is part of a 12 coin set that 7K did for members. Originally sold for $360. Now has a market value of $500. All right. And this is just in a couple of years. So the Tiffany art coin, this is one of my favorites. This sold for $100 and now has a market value of $2,000. We've seen it sell as high as $5,000 in the market because it's rare, it's it's unique. There's not a lot of these, and to get it graded MS70, it's not really easy. It takes a week to make one side of these coins. So keep track of your collectible coins. You'll know what you paid for your coin. You'll know the current market value. And at any time, if you decide you want to sell that coin, you just click a button and you post it to the Stack and Sell Marketplace. And you can buy coins through the Stack and Sell Marketplace on there as well. And everything gets verified through Stack and Sell. The seller actually sends the coin to Stack and Sell. Stack and Sell authenticates the coin, and then once they do that, they release the coin to the buyer and release the funds to the seller. So it makes it safe and secure, and you always know what your coins are worth.
Vault Max and instantly shown on your Sound Money dashboard. We'll say that again.
So I love 7K. I love sharing it with other people. You're going to earn a 1% matching bonus in gold and silver every time somebody you personally refer uses the Sound Money wallet. All right. We've seen bonuses of $10, $50, even as high as $19,000. All right. Because you don't know what they're going to do with their Sound Money wallet, but 7K is going to give you this referral bonus. So, when you get started, how do you do that? Well, you're going to get back to the person that invited you. Pick the date that you want your metal to process. Let's say you want to buy $100 of gold on the 1st every month, or $100 in silver on the 15th of every month. You just set it up, it automatically does that deposit for you, right? So whatever your budget is, even if it's $20 a month, you can set it up to do $20 on the 1st or the 8th or the 15th, any one of these dates. You can do multiple days too, right? You can do $100 a month in silver, $100 a month in gold, right? You're in complete control. You get to, you get to set the time or the date that this processed, the amount. You can change it anytime. So it just puts your savings on autopilot. Just think of it as like, putting $20 a month in your savings account, or $100 a month in your savings account, right? And let's look at that $100 a month just over the last 3 years. When you look at the cash value, okay, $100 a month over 1 year is $1,200. Over 3 years, $3,600. Well, when you look at the value of gold in that same time period, over the course of a year, you're actually starting to make, you're way over your $1,200. By the time you get to 3 years, you're over $1,000 over that amount. Now, these prices are not reflected of the $5,000 an ounce yet. So these are going to be higher, right? So savings account protected by gold and silver. It's actual real physical gold and silver held in a vault with your name on it. So that's the monthly contribution. You can just set it up, automatically make your deposits for you. And we have a way that you can get collectible coins the same way. And that's through our autosaver works.
Discipline. There's a reason successful people are always talking about it. Without it, you might as well be treading water. You can't go anywhere or get anything in life without the discipline to make it happen. At 7K, we know it's too important to live without, even if you're still developing it. So we automated it. You use automated discipline almost every day for the physical things that matter most in your life. Your mortgage, cell phone, car, credit cards. Do you make those payments manually every month? No. You set them on autopay because it's too important to risk messing up. Gold and silver assets are like your money's best friends. They have its back, but they don't just appear when you need them. And like the other most important things in your life, collecting them is too important to risk messing up. Stack assets on autopay with 7K's Autosaver. Don't wait to secure your money's future, and spend the time you save developing the discipline to go after other big goals. At 7K, we help you put assets on autopilot.
It really is that simple. It just shows up every single month. And these are really fun to collect. Now, I get the Silver Eagle option. I also get the Beauty of the World collection. Every month there's a different coin. It showcases different places from around the globe. It's really beautiful coins, real fun set to collect. There's 30 coins in the collection. And then we also have a gold note collection where you can get real physical gold with the most beautiful artwork on it. It's the artwork of Tom Holdman. He's a stained glass artist out of Utah. And these notes are really fun to collect too. There's a 9-note series they're doing right now. You can collect all 9 notes in the series. And you can, like I say, you can get one autosaver, you can get one of each, you can get multiples of each, whatever you like to collect. Now, we don't have the state animal series in silver anymore, but we still have that in gold if you're interested in getting the state animal series in gold. So this autosaver makes it easy. Now, how do you get started? Well, get back to the person that invited you to the webinar and let them know if you're a one, you just want to be a customer, right? You're probably not going to do the net. And I want to just share a quick story with you. When I started here in 7K, I just wanted to be a customer. And the reason was I already had 2 businesses. I had an assisted living home business. My wife and I were working. I had a pest control business. We were keeping really busy and I didn't have a lot of time. Well, within 2 years of joining 7K, after a while, I started referring, people to 7K, started earning some income. And within 2 years, we were able to get out of both of those businesses. Plus, we were stacking gold and silver along the way. And we've been doing this now for 9 years. For us, it's been life-changing. We get to travel now. We just went on a cruise. 7K does a getaway every single year. And, every 2 years it's a cruise, every 2 years it's a vacation resort. This is stuff we never used to be able to do when we had those businesses. We just couldn't get the time away. So get back to the person who invited you, let them know, and if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat or raise your hand. We'll get your questions answered. And you see, I mean, we can't even keep up with our slides. Alan, thank you. Our silver price is jumping already, sir. So from what I told you in the slide. So this is going to happen. We're seeing some major changes going on in banking and gold and silver. So it was, it's going to be an exciting time, especially over this next year. So not seeing any questions in the chat. I appreciate all the feedback and the positive vibes, everybody. I'm glad to be back. I had a nice week off. We're going to do this presentation again. Okay, so that's it for tonight, folks. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time on the same Zoom channel. So have a good night. Thank you.
Hello, this is Teresa. Thank you so much for watching Education. If you'd like to have more information, put info or more info in the comments section. Hope you have a lovely day, evening, or night. We love you. Bye.